Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well. So, if you catch me live again, it's my Busy Mums Wellness Show. And today, Saturday morning, sunny and bright, fresh breeze of fresh air. And I'm coming your way to be talking about busy mums keeping your pelvic floor healthy. Listen, we're very busy. We're career professional women. We want to get things done. We've got a family, we've got homes. We have everything going on for us. And then I think sometimes, unfortunately, the last thing that we want to do is focusing on ourselves. I'm here to reassure you and empower you to take the next step and take your wellness into a top notch. So bear with me. I'm just going to go through just some basics to pelvic floor well-being. And if you're here and you're listening to me, if you have any issues at all with stress incontinence, after childbirth, you've had third or fourth degree tests, anything at all, there should be services from your local hospital that will be able to provide you with information and referrals. So women's bodies go through a lot of changes, and one of the changes that we go through is pregnancy. Sometimes it's not only pregnancy, but it's also conditions, unfortunately, with our bladders and then urethras. What makes us women. So, and as I've said, one of the areas that we tend to literally not thinking of ignoring it, but not paying too much attention, it's our pelvic floor areas. And then it can go through changes. I've mentioned about pregnancy, also being overweight, pregnancy itself, and also childbirth as well. So those women that think that they didn't have spontaneous vaginal birth, but they had cesarean sections, they're not going to be having any problems with their pelvic floors. I'm here to tell you that is wrong. All right. You will still, or you can also end up, unfortunately, with problems with incontinence as well. Sometimes you can get caught off guard. You can have, tiny leaks from down below when you sneeze, sometimes when you're coughing, sometimes when you're laughing, even during exercises. All these things are there. And remember that our bodies go through a lot. So we need to be mindful and pay attention to our bodies when we start expressing or experiencing these symptoms. So we do have something called stress urinary incontinence that can be mild or severe. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying anything. I've just got comments. I've got something popping up, but I can't see if there's any comments. If you have anything to contribute, please do put it in the comments, and afterwards, I think I'll probably be able to come back and answer your questions. Being a mother, being a woman, the last thing you want to be experiencing is, being at work, laughing or having a good time with your friends, and then you sneeze, and then you have accidentally some leakages. Listen, don't suffer in silence. All right, do not suffer in silence. Go to your physical therapist or physiotherapist to get support, or even go to your GP and your doctors, so that they'll be able to signpost you appropriately. Obviously, another symptom is having to pass urinary many times during the day and night, and that is an overactive bladder. So if you're someone that feels like you want to just empty your bladder non-stop, ongoing, every time you feel like, your brain has been told your bladder is full, go and empty it, but even though you get there and then there's nothing there, or during nights and daytimes, you just literally having the edges of feeling to empty your bladder. Listen, don't sit there and suffer in silence. There could also be tension in the pelvic floor that can also lead to pain during sex. Anything that you feel like it's abnormal to your body, please, please, please go and get it checked out. All right. Even after childbirth, even if you had intact perineum, so that's the muscle in between the anus and vaginal opening, you still get it stretched. As I said, pregnancy can also make it a bit weaker. We tend to encourage women to do pelvic floor exercises, and those are some of the simple exercises that we teach women. If you're someone that is planning to get pregnant, we do advise for you to start doing your pelvic floor exercises. I got a bit tongue-tied there. Even if you finish your childbirth, whatever, you need to be doing your pelvic floor exercises. And it's literally just holding, it's like you want to go to the loo, but holding your anus and then the vaginal opening, and then you can feel some tension, literally just preventing yourself from passing urine or wind. Yeah, in simple terms. Listen, we're women. We just have to be honest and talk about it. Please, please, please don't suffer in silence. One of my areas that I really, really admire is supporting women and then signposting them, especially after the postnatal period of having babies. And we do have maternity services have got physiotherapists that would work with women that after deliveries have had, unfortunately, 3rd or 4th degree tears. They provide them with support, with exercises, give them a bit of education about what's happened, and then they follow them up in the community. If you're a woman that's already experienced it and then you get pregnant again, you already will be hopefully signposted to the physiotherapy team so that they can start working with you whilst you're, the early stages of pregnancy. So when you go and see your a midwife the first time to book your pregnancy, do your booking, make sure that you do not forget to tell him or her that you sustained a 3rd degree or the 4th degree, or even 2nd or 1st or 2nd degree tests as well, or whether you had a cut on your previous births. Also, if it's the same trust that you birth, hopefully you would have your records being pulled through. But if you're moving from one hospital to another, they might not have that system to pull through. So make sure that you share that information so that your midwife will be able to signpost you immediately to the services available that is provided by the maternity services. If you've finished childbirth or you haven't had any children, but you're still experiencing stress incontinence, leakages, please, 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 I cannot say please enough. Go to your GP, contact your physical therapist. I think that's how it's called in some countries, or physiotherapists, so that they will be able to provide the necessary care. Don't sit and suffer in silence, okay? If you're pregnant and then we're telling you to do exercises like the pelvic floor exercise or any exercise that's good for pregnancy, make sure that you're doing the right exercises that are not going to have any impact on the pregnancy. Some of the simple ones that you can do, taking walks, no like heavy running, no lifting weights. Yeah, you can do some yoga, just subtle walks, just make sure that whatever you're doing, it's not going to be, be bad to the pregnancy. But going back into pelvic floor, you keeping your, your pelvic area healthy. Make sure that you are doing your pelvic floor exercises. Okay. What else was I going to say? Something just came up and it just literally gone out of my head. But as I said, if you have any questions, please DM me. Anything in relation to pregnancy, pelvic floor, weight loss, anything at all, please do DM me or put it in the comment section and I'll be able to come back and answer you. So as usual, we're going to keep it short and sweet. Keep your pelvic floor healthy, busy mom. There is no point of you, trying to do everything under the sun and literally putting your health in the back burner. You need to be in great health so that you're able to share what you have to your family, your partner, and then hopefully to the local community. So do not suffer in silence. Seek help If you have any issues with stress incontinence, overactive bladder, minor leakages, even if it's just sitting down and you're having minor accidents, speak to a physician, speak to a doctor, and hopefully you will be signposted to the appropriate services to get the support from there. Listen, it's not only about prayer. You need to take the first step, take action, and whatever you've been told, listen to the expert that's giving you that information, not someone that feels like they've experienced it, so it's the same thing for you. No, but get the help from a qualified person, because we always use evidence-based information that we share so that you can make informed decisions to the treatments that you will need or that are being suggested. All right. So that is me for today. So Busy Moms Wellness Show, first Saturday of every month. Don't miss out. Bye-bye.